All right, here is another scenario that could play out for the S&P. And on the other video, I have it as a falling wedge, and I started the parallel line from here. And so we had it like this. In the previous video, we had it like this, like a falling wedge. This one is actually an expanding triangle. And so you know that when you're using Elliott wave, you got to be ready for any possibility, and you got to look at different possibilities because you're not always going to be right. But this is the way that you normally draw an Elliott wave. You start from the very top, you draw it to the B wave, and that's usually the most accurate play. And so this is going to be an alternative to the falling wedge, and then you have A to the bottom of C all the way down. This is an expanded triangle. And so my prediction is that on this move right here, if this isn't a 5-wave move, like I said in the other video, and we go to 423, it could just be an ABC, pull back to like 400 or so, similar to this right here, the B wave. Very similar. Up here, pull back for a couple weeks, slow pullback, and then from mid-June all the way to August, we melt up to 435 or so, and then we plunge from 435 all the way down to 338. And the reason that I picked that is it actually hits the top of this, and it could be even quicker. It could be down here to 350 by actually that wouldn't make sense, because I would be hitting this line way too quickly from August 2nd. I think this is the most plausible right here, end of September, somewhere around 338. And then from there, we start our melt up. And this makes sense for a few reasons. The dollar index is in a fourth wave, and it's in the A wave. So we're going to have a B wave and then a C wave. So that's going to be a couple of months. So during that time, I'm not expecting SPY to fall that much. So on the B wave, you might fall back to 400, and then on the C wave, go back up to 435. Because a C wave could actually come down farther than this, to 100 or so. So that's why that makes sense with the DXY, and then also on the 10-year yield is the same thing. ABC, expecting it to get to around the start of August down to about 2.4, and then start the fifth wave. And so I think that both of these, the 10-year yield and the dollar, play into this scenario perfectly, where we bounce for a couple months to 435-ish, maybe 433, and then we have a E wave that falls off a cliff. So one other thing we can look at Apple as well. Let's just see what Apple, because I looked at their chart and I actually bought some puts on Apple, which now, looking at this scenario, actually is starting to look a little bit more plausible. In Apple, I have as finishing an ABC scenario as well, the same as the S&P, and so I think that what's going to happen is it might have an A wave down, and then a B wave bounce, and then a C wave down. So the same as, basically the same as, I'm sorry, that wouldn't be that. That'd be a fourth wave. That would be a first wave down, second wave bounce, and then third wave down, maybe when we start falling in August. So I'm expecting the first wave and the second wave of Apple to be pretty slow for a couple months as well. But this is pretty much all you needed to see here for this alternative theory. A, B, C, D, maybe in August, into September, 338, and then we start melting up. The dollar would have, by that point, finished its fourth wave in August, and then finished the fifth wave, which I guess we'll see, finish the fifth wave by the end of September, and then started falling as S&P started melting up. So here's actually what it looks like here in the 4x Academy, we have A, B, C, D, E, and then blast off. Continuous expanding triangle. It's less common, but you know, you got to look at every possibility. So just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention. Let me know what you think in the comments, and always like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and I will see you in the next video.